This is TOS News Track on your digital first Pan-African network, TOS TV. I am Nkamiang John. We start with the latest on the eviction notice served herdsmen in the southwestern part of Nigeria, where its governors forum, the NGF, have claimed that no eviction order was issued to herdsmen in Ondo State or any other part of the southwest region. Chairman of the NGF and Governor of Ekiti State, Dr. Kayode Fayemi, said the speech of Ondo's Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu was misconstrued in the media and was only directed at government reserved, including registration. Now, Fayemi made the comment in Akure at a meeting with the national leadership of the Meite Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, MACBAN. He also noted that the statement generated a lot of hoopla, which led to what he described as unfortunate development in Oyo State. The Ekiti governor said they are after criminals and not Fulani herdsmen, adding that Akeredolu didn't talk about herdsmen vacating the state, but about registration of herdsmen who want to operate within the reserves. Now, Chairman of Nigeria's National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, the NDLEA, Brigadier General Buba Mawa, retired, has revealed that plans are underway to seek government approval to conduct drug tests on matriculating students of tertiary institutions, the National Youth Service Corps members, fresh recruits of security agencies, and all newly appointed government employees. Mawa disclosed this during a meeting with commanders of the 36 states of the Federation, FCT, and Special Commands Monday, January 25th. He urged the commanders to be desirous of keeping drugs out of Nigerian streets and homes. Now, a homeless Nigerian man who died near St. Peter's Square in Rome amid freezing temperatures received special prayers from Pope Francis on Sunday. Speaking after the Angelus, the Pope led prayers for the 46-year-old man identified as Edwin, who was reportedly found dead by volunteers on Wednesday, January 20, 2021. The Pope then recalled a story from the papacy of St. Gregory the Great when he witnessed the death of a beggar in the cold. The 6th century Pope ordered that all masses be suspended for a whole day because it was Good Friday. According to a news website, Roma Today, Edwin was the 4th homeless person to die this year in Rome, where there are an estimated 8,000 homeless people, many sleeping along the edge of the semi-columns enclosing St. Peter's Square. Now, Pope Francis gave the Angelus address via live stream in the library of the Apostolic Palace, where the prayer has taken place since a resurgence of the coronavirus pandemic in Italy. Now, Governor of Lagos State, Southwest Nigeria, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has revealed that the state's plan on coronavirus vaccine rollout and the efforts to booster mass vaccination of residents in the state. Now, Sanwo-Olu disclosed that Lagos is aiming to achieve 60% vaccine rollout when the vaccination program commences in the coming weeks, stressing that the figure would help check rates of transmission and build the resilience of the state against the ravaging virus. The governor made these revelations while fielding questions during a live television program. He also spoke on activities of his government since inception and other germane issues around development of the state. Sanwo-Olu said the state government did not have the plan to make the COVID-19 vaccine available to all residents, as the state may not have the resources to do that. He said critical segments in the state population would be vaccinated to achieve herd immunity against the pandemic. Aside the vaccine arrangement being made by the federal government for states, the governor said Lagos, which is the epicenter of COVID-19 infection, had activated plans to augment the vaccine that would be delivered to the state. On how Lagos would get resources to fund its vaccine program, the governor said the bulk of the finances would be realized from the private sector donations and international grants, adding that the state government also had allocation for COVID-19 projects in its 2021 budget. This is your digital first Pan-African network, TOS TV network. You are watching TOS News Track. Still ahead, international stories. Do stay with us. Thanks for staying with us. We go straight to more COVID-19 related stories where Zimbabwe's government spokesman, who called doctors in the country medical assassins, has apologized for his statement. In comments posted on Twitter, Nick Mangwana had suggested that 4 cabinet ministers who died in recent months of coronavirus had in fact been eliminated. Zimbabwe's Medical Association reacted with fury. They insist their staff were working hard with few resources and limited pay to fight the pandemic. Following the backlash, Mangawa stated on Twitter that he had no intention to offend and said he hoped Zimbabweans could move on and not be distracted from work at hand. He since appears to have deleted all his posts on the matter from the social media platform. More than 28,000 people in Zimbabwe are known to have contracted the virus in Zimbabwe since the outbreak began, and whom more than 800 have since died, including Foreign Minister Sibosio Moyo last week. Now, reports say the virus has overwhelmed the country's chronically underfunded health system. Some Zimbabweans have noted that because of lockdown restrictions, the country's political elites are no longer able to rush abroad to seek medical treatment as former President Robert Mugabe once did so routinely. Instead, Zimbabwe's rulers are now obliged mid-pandemic to depend on a health system which they stand accused of breaking. Now, large numbers of Ghanaians are filing past the coffin of former President Jerry Rawlings ahead of his funeral on Wednesday. The open casket is surrounded by flowers, candles, and a glass screen at Accra's International Conference Center. Mourners are wearing face masks and are socially distanced in line with coronavirus restrictions. Rawlings, who was 73, died in November from an undisclosed illness. His burial was delayed in part because of disagreements between Ghana's current political leaders. Now, during 2 decades in public life, he twice led military takeovers before later returning the country to multi-party politics and winning elections. Now, a Ugandan court has ordered the military and police to leave the home of opposition political figure Bobi Wine. He has not left his house in the outskirts of the capital, Kampala, since voting in the presidential elections 11 days ago, in which he was declared runner-up to President Yoweri Museveni. Monday's ruling by the High Court in Kampala comes after a petition by Bobi Wine's lawyers. The state argued it needed to prevent him organizing protests, but the High Court has now ruled that Bobi Wine's detention was unlawful, with Justice Michael Elubu telling the court it was also an infringement on his personal liberties. The court said if Bobi Wine had committed any offense, he should be taken to an authorized detention center. The army said it would respect the ruling, but has yet to withdraw its troops nearby and roadblocks near Bobi Wine's residence. Now, Wine alleges that the election in which he won 35% of the vote at National Unity Platform leader was rigged. Uganda's Electoral Commission said the vote was peaceful, but the EU, United Nations, and several rights groups have raised concerns. Aside from an African Union mission, no major international group monitored the vote. Now, China's foreign ministry on Monday said the United States often sends ships and aircrafts into the South China Sea to flex its muscles, and this is not good for peace after a U.S. aircraft carrier group sailed into the disputed waterway. Now, China has repeatedly complained about U.S. Navy ships getting close to its islands it occupies in the South China Sea, where Vietnam, Malaysia, and the Philippines, Brunei, and Taiwan all have competing claims. The U.S. carrier group led by the USS Theodore Roosevelt and accompanied by 3 warships entered the waterway on Saturday to promote freedom of the sea. The U.S. military said just days after Joe Biden became U.S. president. Now, the carrier group entered the South China Sea at the same time as Chinese claimed Taiwan reported incursion by Chinese Air Force jets into the southwestern part of its air defense identification zone, prompting concerns from Washington. China has not commented on the matter, what its Air Force was doing, but has reiterated its position that Taiwan is an inalienable part of China and that the United States should abide by the One China principle. Now, Biden's new administration says the U.S. is committed to commitment to Taiwan is rock solid. Now, the United States, like most countries, has no formal diplomatic ties with Taiwan, but is the democratic island's most important international backer and main arms supplier. This is your digital-first Pan-African network, TOS TV network. You are watching TOS News Track. Still ahead, sports. Do stay with us. Thanks for staying with us. And now we go to sports, where ahead of the 2021 Under-20 African Cup of Nations, soccer continental body CAF has conducted a draw for the competition. The draw, which was conducted at Yaoundé, Cameroon, shows 12 teams being drawn into 3 groups of 4 teams. Now, Group A consists of hosts Mauritania, Cameroon, Uganda, and Mozambique, who will be playing in the competition for the first time. In Group B, Burkina Faso, eliminated in the group stage of the previous edition, will face 3 debutants: Tunisia, Namibia, and the Central African Republic. Lastly, in Group C, Ghana and Morocco, 2 former winners of the competition, will start as favorites ahead of Gambia and Tanzania. More sports, and still this time athletics, where Nigeria's Athletics Federation, AFN, has disclosed that its Olympic-bound athletes are not ready for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics built for Japan in July this year. Now, AFN Technical Director Sunday Adeleye made this known in an exclusive interview with journalists over the weekend. Adeleye said Nigerian athletes are not ready for the global summer Olympics scheduled to commence in 5 months due largely to the fact that the federations as well as the athletes have not received support from the federal government for effective preparations. And that's TOS News Track, your digital-first Pan-African network. For more updates, do visit our website, www.tostvnetwork.com. Do follow and like TOS TV Network on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Enjoy more programs on TOS TV Network. I am Kamyang John. Bye for now.